All right, guys. So, you're welcome back. So, in this video, we are going to be talking about how to build your header, how to build your footer, how to, you know, uh, edit and you know customize the entire website, how to import the templates, how to edit them, how to add your logo, your menu, and how to design your footer, add your necessary informations to your website. So let's quickly dive into it straight. So what we're going to be doing now is that in the last video we talked about the menu and we have created the menu. So how can we now use the menu that we have created, right? How can we use the menu that we have created? So for the header and footer, I told you earlier that the reason why we installed the two plugins we installed at the beginning of this entire training, right, is because or let me even say, referencing our first class when I was talking to you guys about what uh, a plugin is. I told you guys that a plugin adds functionality to your website. So the kind of functions that you want your website to have determines the kind of plugins that you will be installing on your website. So we want to add header and footer functionality to our website, and we need a plugin that can help us do that. And that was what necessitated we installing elements kit. Same thing goes for the template. We want to import a template that we've paid for, that we've downloaded, but it is not on our website. So how do we import it? I got the template. I paid for the template on what we call envato elements. You can all go and check envato elements out. A lot of paid beautiful paid templates are there that you can use for any kind of project. And envato element, as a company and as an organization, they also have a plugin that can help people import their template, and that is what is called envato element. That was why we installed the envato element plugin then. So you now understand why we do what we do. So for the header and footer, so all you need to do is just to come and click on this elements kit, and you see a drop down that says elements kit, header, footer, widget builder, forms, get help, plugins, upgrade to premium. You are less concerned about everything here except for the header footer, because that is what we want to use it for. So in other words, you can use elements kits to do a lot of things, but what we want to do with it in this project is header footer. So you can even use elements kit to build an entire website. Maybe in our subsequent training, or if need be, I'm going to show you that there are a lot of ways through which you can build an entire website without stressing yourself. So let's just click on the header footer. Let's click on the header footer. Then it should take us to the page where we can now start creating our header and footer. And one of the things it does is that it helps you automate the appearance of that header footer. In other words, it wants it to show on your entire site or on a specific page. So now this is the basic setting for it, because this is the first time we are using it on this what's it called. So I'm going to go with the basic and recommended settings, and the other things I will be doing now is I'm just going to be taking some of you know the elements, the functions I wanted to add. There is one scroll page. Let me just go back. So I'm going to click on this. Click on this. You see all this one that has pro. There are also functions, but they come with the pro. So Elements Kit also has its pro feature. So under this, please, I'm just going to image accordion, countdown timer, I want it, image comparison, I want it, later I want it, progress bar, I want it, pie chart, I want it. So you see quite a number of things that you might want to add to your page, you might want to add to your site, that is like something like pricing table, testimonial, image comparison, FAQ, client logo, image box, icon box, heading, button, accordion, image accordion, and all the likes. I want to add this back to top. I want to add drop cap. I want to add pie chart. I want to add progress bar. That is left to you. It's not compulsory you add all of those things. If you know you don't need it, I'm just showing you that you can add it though. You don't need most of these things in. So what I'm going to do is, for the form widget, I'm going to add MailChimp, Fluent form, contact form, and WP forms. So I'm going to add those four things. And what other thing? You see, all other ones are pro and the like. So what I'm going to do is, when you're done with that, all you need to do is just to click on next step. Next step. next step, next step, next step, save changes. So it's now going to take you to the main page, and this is the main elements kits page. So what I'm not going to do now is to click on this header footer. It should take me, aha. So now you can see that we have template, add new template and the likes. So what I want to do is I'll come to this. You see we have three subheaders there. We have all, header and footer. So I'm going to come to this header, and when I'm on the header, then I'll go and click on add template. In another words, the template I'm here adding now should be an header template. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to name it main header, right? And the type will be header. You see we have header and footer, so will be header. Condition, I want it to show on the entire site. And activate or deactivate, I want to activate it. In another words, as soon as I'm done with it, it should start functioning, and it should start showing on the entire site. Then I'm going to click on save changes. Then now that it has been saved and is active, but there is nothing there, I'm going to click on edit, and I'm going to click on edit content. Then it will now take me to a page where I can easily edit how my header is going to look like. So let's see how it works. Very amazing, very, very beautiful. So you're already learning how to customize, because practically in the page that we are going to now, you're going to see how you can customize your page, your section, the elements, the content of your page and the likes. So it's still opening the page, and it should open the page for us any moment from now. So we are still using the Elementor page builder to edit and customize our header. Don't forget, I told you at the beginning of the training, this is a specific training, creating this project at the beginning of this project, that all the plugins that we are using are plugins that are compatible with Elementor page builder. So you can see how a page looks like, so solid. So let's come here and let's say let's make a productive post. I don't need all of this, just close it. I don't need. I'm just going to close. And for this structure, I'm going to close this as well. I don't need it. And what's going on? I said I don't need it. I don't. All right. If you're not going to go, you can stay there. Now you see that we have an empty page here, and we have our elements, bar here. As you can see here, we have this Elementor, this plus icon, this setting icon, and this navigation icon. So let me show you this. So this is Elementor logo, takes you back to the element page, and this is if you want to add any elements to any of the pages, right? Or you want to add a section. And this third one is settings, and this fourth one is navigation. So you see that we have an empty page here, but right on this empty page we have quite a number of buttons here. The plus button, the this folder button, we have this logo that stands for Elementor Kit, right, is there. And we have this AI logo that looks like star. We have this E, which is envato. That is, with Elementor now you can use Elementor to import, edit, and maneuver around these two plugins. These were the two plugins we installed: Elements Kit and Elementor. Now we are using Elementor to open this entire page right now, right? But we are not going to be using Elementor. I mean Elements Kit to open this entire page. That is what we are using to create the header and footer. But we are not going to use it to, import the template. So what I'm gonna be using primarily, since the template we imported earlier under envato element as in it, that of header and footer. So I'm going to click on this envato element icon, click on it, and you see now this was the template we installed the other time. Click on this, and we'll come and look for the header. This is the footer, and this is the header here. As you can see, this is the header here. This is the template that came with it, the header template. So what you're gonna do is just to click on insert template, then it will start importing that template into your default template that we have. So solid. See the template now. All right. So this is the template. So what I'm gonna do is I will delete it again and I will show you. So we have two sections. So I only deleted one. I'll delete the second section. You see that our what's it called? Our page, our header page is empty now. So I'll go back to this place. Right, click on this. I just want to show you how it works, and we'll come to where it is. You see this now, where I think something is wrong. So let me first of all come over to this place and global kit style. Come on, where's this ad coming from? Let me just install the global kits. All right, already installed that, and let's now come to these elements and click on this, and we look for our header, insert header. Now something is wrong somewhere, but either ways I don't have that luxury of time, because the background of the header ought to be black. It ought to be black. So at this junction, I definitely need my navigation bar. We've closed it earlier. So if you want to bring your navigation bar back to life, so you remember what I showed you, this fourth one, just come and click on that fourth one. Then your navigation bar will be here. Now, what navigation bar does is that it helps you to navigate through the entire structure of your website without, without any stress. Without any stress. So, okay. So let's pick the first section, and we are currently on the first section. And what I'm going to do is I will go to the first section is the one that has these, Facebook icon and the like and the contacts there. So let me collapse this. How do you collapse? Let me show you that. You see this here? Just click on it, then it will collapse the entire screen. So I want to collapse this and see how the entire page looks like. You see how the page looks like here now. See, now we have this. Let me show you. Okay, no, don't let me use this. See the way the entire page look like. You see it here now. We have these three icons here: phone number, contact, and this docker, and the menu here. So what I'm gonna do now is I will, let me just exit this please and bring back my solid. So we have it here now. So what I want to do now is, let me just zoom in and I'll pick the first section. No, I'm not picking the column. Now you now see the importance of this navigation bar now. All right, so you now see the function. Now this navigation bar is telling us that we have two sections, this first one and this second one, right? This first one and the second one. So if you pick the first section, it's going to highlight it for you. So what I want to do now is that for the entire section, I want to change the background color from green to black. So what I'm going to do is I will come to style, right? And you see the color here now from green. I'll just click on that color and I'll bring it down here, right, to black. And there is that about that. So let me just zoom in. Now we have it as black. And what other thing do I need to do? This here now. So under this column, we have the icon list and the like. So for the icon list, that is this one that has this phone number and the like, what I'm going to do is I'll come to this tie, and I'll go to the text. That is, I want the text to be white so that it's not showing very well. So I'll come to the color of the text here and I'll bring it to white here. You can see now that it is white. Then I'll leave that like that. Now for the icons, so let's go to the first column. Let's go to the first column. So under the first column, you see that we have under the first column, under the first section, we have two columns, and the first column under the first section has in it site icon. So when you click on it, so I'm doing this so that instead of you trying to click on this and maybe it's not clicking what you want, just come and use the navigation bar. So I want to use the social icon. I've clicked on it, I've picked it. Now I'm going to edit it. So this is the social icon. So any element you pick, just come to the left hand side. You will see an option to edit it. And we have three editing approach: the content editing, the styling editing, and the advanced editing. So under the content, you see we have the Facebook here, right? And because we have here Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So we have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If you want to add other ones, you can just click on this add and come to this, click on this icon, right? The icon there, click on it. And from here, you see a pool of, a number of things there. So we have Telegram, you know, uh, we have Telegram, we have Vimeo, we have Twitter, we have Envelope, we have YouTube. So let's say you want to add YouTube, you can just click on this YouTube. You see now, you see we have a lot of them here: Android, Apple, quite a number of them. So let's say we want to add LinkedIn. So this is LinkedIn, and if there is any that you are not seeing yet, you can just come to this filter by name and just search. So let's search for YouTube. You see that we have YouTube here. So let's click on YouTube, and in another words, we are adding YouTube. We're adding YouTube. So what I'm going to do is I'll click on this insert, and let's go. If you have it, so you see now we have it there. So what I now want to do is I want to style it. So I'll come to this style, and for the icons, so let's come back here under the content, Facebook, and that is it. Now if you now want to add the Facebook link, this is where you now add the Facebook link. You see this link under it, you just click under it, then you can add the Facebook link there. If it is Instagram, you copy your link from wherever or from your client, then you come and add it over to that place. Then let's go to styling. So the icons, primary color, size, and okay, so icon over what am I talking about? Icon over, so the primary colors, secondary colors. All right, guys. So, like I was saying, this is the header that we've imported. So far, so good. And I was mentioning, I said to you guys that for you to be able to navigate your way through, you're using a mobile phone, though. If it's to be on a system, you would have, really so much love it. But still, the fact that you're using a mobile phone should not limit you from, doing what you're supposed to do. So, what I'm going to do is to start editing all of these things. So, let me quickly see if I can quickly get a YouTube page, a YouTube link, YouTube, YouTube. Okay, let me see. Is this a YouTube link to something? Uh, so let's say this is the YouTube link that, this is the YouTube link for our organization, right? Let's say this is the YouTube link for our organization. So we are going to come back to this editing. We'll come to this place. We click on the first section, right? And here we have the Facebook. Okay, we don't have YouTube added to it. So what we are going to do is we're going to click on add items, right? You're going to click on add items, click on this, search for YouTube, click on that, zoom in, insert. Now we now have YouTube. So what I'm going to do is now that we have YouTube, right? Now that we have YouTube, I'm going to come to under. All right, so I'm going to come under this, please, under the YouTube, and I'll drop the link. So now we've added it. So let's assume that the same link is what we are using for our Twitter. Just come on under and drop the link there, paste the link, and let's come to Instagram as well. Drop the link and paste it, right? For Facebook as well, just paste it there. So that simply means we already link all these icons, so whenever anybody clicks on it, it will take them to the YouTube page. So that's the first editing. And then the second one will be for this icon list. So what we are going to do is we'll come to this place, and I'm just going to add my number, right? Let me add 91 52 54 27 55. Then this 62, I'll make it 234, right? That's amazing. And you can even change the icon if you don't want this kind of call. So you can come to, okay, let me go back so that I will show you how I got here. So let me close this. You see the icon that is here. When you click on that icon, it takes you here. So if you don't want the ones that is facing the right hand side, this is the one that is facing the left hand side, or you want this phone vibrate or so. If you want to search for anything relating to that, you can just search for phone, right? And as you can see here now, you have different icons for phones. This is the one we are using currently, and I think that one is also very, very good. So let's just leave it at that. So that's that for the phone number. See that the phone number has changed here. Then the second one is the email. You just come to click. It's an icon list, so all you need to do is just to zoom in, and you change that of email. What's it called? Phone number. Then we are doing that of email. So what I'm going to do is I'll come to this place and at Gmail. Then I'll come to this decor. What do they call it now? Docker. Just come there and just delete everything, and I'll call it Anitech Auto. Okay, Anitech Auto Repair at gmail.com. So we already have that settled. Then our working days, Monday, Friday. I'm coming. Let me see what that Monday. Okay, so let's turn it to Monday to Friday. So what I'm going to do is I'll click on it, and I'll come to this place. I'll put an hyphen Monday to Friday, right? 8 a.m. or let's say Monday to Saturday. Let's say Monday to Saturday. So SAT, right? 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., which is 18. So that is that about that. So we have edited that section. Now for the logo they are using here is just a test. What they are using as a logo here is test. So me, I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to this text and delete everything. I have a logo designed for it already. So I'm going to come to this text and delete everything here. And nothing is there. So the next thing is I want to import an image. That's how you edit your page. You've already started learning. Start to learn, how to edit the page. So I'll come to this plus. Let me show you what I'm talking about. No. So let me show you what I'm talking about. You see this plus here? You see this plus there? That's just what you click. So when you click on that plus, it will bring all the elements that you can use on the page. So I need an image element. This is the image element here. This second one, I'll just drag it into this box. Solid, right? I've dragged it into the box, and so I have two things under that box now. In that section, I have a text element and I have an image element. So what I want to do is, you see this text element, I don't need it again. I'll just long press on this pencil, just long press on it, and you see an option on it whether to delete, duplicate. So I'm deleting that. so that I will have only image. So this is the image elements here now, and it is this image elements I can use to bring, the logo in. So when you click on this image element, it brings the option to edit the image here, and you can see at the right hand side, or let me see, at the left hand side here, we have choose image. Just click on this and you will be able to choose your image. So I don't have that currently on display, so I'm going to upload. Click on upload, click on select files, photo and videos, and I think this is it, this first one. This image doesn't have a background. Amazing. This is the logo I want to use. So I'm going to zoom in and click on select at the bottom part here. And you see we have our logo there now. We have our logo there now. We are done with that editing. You see these three. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This thing here, that is the menu. So that is the menu. So how do you now edit the menu? Don't forget we've created a menu initially. So come and click on it. And now that we've clicked on it, you see that we have another what's it called, styling and editing function here. Edit navigation menu. So now you see that it's showing you menu and it's showing you a drop down here for you to click on the menu. So the main menu that we created the other time is what it's showing. So if you have 10 hundreds of menu there, it will list it, but we've only created one. So I'm going to click on main menu, then latest menu item. Okay, let's just use default, and that is that about that. Then the layout, let's check the layout. How do you want it to come on? Stop this. Now let's zoom in. How do you want it to look like? How do you want it to look like? So we have it, the alignment, the alignment, the submenu. How do you want it? Is it by arrow or a plus sign? Let's just use a plus sign. The one we saw the other time at the beginning of the training, the site I showed you was using arrow on. Action on menu click. Okay, open submenu. All right, so breaking point, alignment, let it be aligned to the right. As you can see, we have center, left and right alignment. And what other thing? Okay, full width. Yeah, this option to straight the menu bar to full width. No, I don't want it to be full width. Just let it be like that. Then your menu icon, you see this now, we have these four bars. It's because we've picked this, right? You can have a lot of things to depict your menu. See this, you have anchor, you have a line center, you have a line justified, and quite a number of things. Anything you want to use to depict your menu, you definitely see it here. So let's just go by what we have currently, and I'm going to close that. And now that we are done with all of these things, all we need to do is just to click on this publish here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. You see this publish button here, that's just all you need to click on. And as soon as you've done that and you see that it's not showing, it's not showing that publish, like it fainted, that simply means it has saved it. So now another thing before I leave this page, before we move to the footer, you see now that we have these three icons there that looks like a laptop, a tab and a mobile phone. That is the navigation and that is the orientation, right? The orientation, that is how you want it to look on different gadgets. So the one we are seeing currently now is how it will look on a mobile, on a laptop. So let me collapse this, so that we'll see how it looks like. You see it now, so this menu is still showing here. So if I leave, oh, I left that place already. So let's come here and let's edit content. All of these things are very simple and very fast if it's not like I'm explaining. If I'm doing it and I don't need to explain anything to myself, it's very fast. But I'm taking my time so that you guys can understand what we are doing here practically. You guys can understand it. All right, so we have our menu page now, we have our header page now, and we quickly want to adjust this menu. And let's come to layout. Let's bring it down here. Okay. No, let's bring it there and let's go to style. Okay. So you can style it as well. You can give it a color. It's color white. Now, if you don't want it to be color white, you see the menu bar. Yeah, it's color white. If you don't want it to be color white, you can come over here and change the color. And let's say you want to use red, right? You click red. And let's go and check it. Okay, that's the text color. No, 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 right. I'm not using that. I'm not using that. So let's come back to white. Let's come back to white and I'm coming. Background color, main menu. Okay, the drop down. So this styling basically is what the term. Let me just give you this basic rule. Whenever it comes to you editing anything on the page, on the post, or whatsoever, all you need to do is just to find what you want to edit. So let's say you want to edit this image now. Click on it. Then every editing option that is necessary for that element that you want to, edit will be shown here. So now that we've clicked on this logo, you see that we can see content, we can see resolution, caption, links. Then we have styling, that is the width and the likes. So if you see this width of a thing now, by the time you start add, you see now, you see what is happening there now. It's because of the height. You see this now, this height that I'm adjusting here. You see that now. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So I adjusted this height, and you see that it was growing bigger here. So let me adjust it back to normal, and you see this width now, it looks smaller here because of the width that I'm using here. If I bring it back to normal, and you can do all of that here as well, just make it 0, 0, and 0%. And if that isn't working the way it ought to, then one must have touched something there. So what you can do here now is that you can make it, that's the limitation that screen always have. So you see now that it has come back to normal now. It has come back to normal. And the opacity, that is how they will see it, you see this now, is clear now. It's very, very clear now. And I think it's okay like that. There are some, most times, don't just over edit. That's the sincere truth. Don't just over edit. Now, another thing I can do here is I want it to be that every now and then that you know my logo appears, right? I want to give it a kind of responsiveness. That is, I want it to appear both on desktop, in template, and mobile. And I want to give it some kind of motion effects, default, fading, right? No, let me change it from fading to zooming, solid. So we have this now. I can publish. So our entire how do I put it now, header is ready now. Our header is ready now. Our header is ready now. So what other thing do I need to do here? So I wanted to show you guys the responsiveness, how it looks like on a a laptop, a tablet, and a mobile phone. So we are currently on a tablet, a desktop, responsive mode. Now let's go to a tablet, this second one. Just click on the second one. You see how it looks like on the tab. Click on the third one. You see how it looks like on a mobile phone. This is the way your header and footer, this is the way your header will look like on a mobile phone. So we are done with this now. So all we need to do to go back is just to click on this E and exit to WordPress. So I will see you in the next video.